we've had extremely engaging couple of days at the show, talking about a lot of how technologies can impact the automotive industry in India and globally. Talking about standardization, digitization, how AI can impact the ecosystem overall, how the all the players in the value chain, from OEMs to suppliers to platform providers to workshops, to they need to come together to unlock the next wave of aftermarket opportunities in India. Looking at the automotive and mobility aftermarket over the next 3 to 5 years, what is the most important transformation MAHLE must get right to sustain profitable growth in your growth?
I can take this. So maybe before answering the question, let us also give some mega trends about India automotive aftermarket. So first of all, I must say that the development of the vehicle in operation car park in India is growing very positive for us. And also in the next 5 to 10 years, this growth will continue to grow further. And the structure of the car park is also supporting aftermarket quite positively, because the biggest share of the car park will remain internal combustion engines or hybrid engines, hybrid cars, yeah? And this is a quite positive trend for us. Plus, the average age of the car park of passenger vehicles in India is at the moment approximately 7 years, which means that the next 5 years and 10 years is going to be the boom of aftermarket demand in terms of repair as well as maintenance. So this is a quite positive environment, I must say. On the other hand, we know that India is a cost-sensitive, price-sensitive market, yeah? And as MAHLE, what we are doing, our strategy is to offer a complete product portfolio to our customers, from engine parts to filtration to thermal parts and also service solution equipments in the all segments. When I say all segments, we are talking about 2 3-wheelers, passenger cars, commercial applications, industrial applications, and so on, everything, yeah? And thanks to MAHLE's technology and also the product launch capability, product development capability, as well as our also value add and also very optimized supply chain management, we are able to meet the market prices. This is very important, yeah? And moving forward, we know that there will be more and more demand in the domestic market, but not only domestic, as well as export markets will be a big opportunity for India automotive aftermarket, which we are believing that having the correct products, correct channel, as well as the correct pricing strategy, we will further increase our domestic as well as export business.
Very good. I maybe will ask a follow-up question to that. You mentioned about the diverse increase in heterogeneous vehicle makes and models in the India market. That also adds a lot of complexity to the system, right? It also pushes the need for upskilling of technicians in terms of diagnostics, parts knowledge, service capabilities. How does MAHLE tackle this challenge?
So, you're right. Going forward, what we see in India, we have close to 500,000 workshops. And going forward, in the next 4 to 5 years, we see this landscape will upgrade. All these workshops who are doing more of a mechanical stuff erstwhile, and with the more electronic components coming into the vehicles, they will have to upgrade themselves. With more telematics, diagnostic things coming on, they will have to move more towards having this diagnostic equipment, etc. So MAHLE is participating in this journey of the upgradation of the workshops. If you have seen in our stall, we have showcased our workshop equipment and workshop solutions. So we are having diagnostic equipment for the 2-wheeler vehicle products. And going forward, we are going to introduce diagnostic equipment for the 4-wheeler segment as well. So which will enable our workshop, our channel partners to upgrade themselves from this. Apart from this, we have certain AC equipment, machines, etc. So this is how we are contributing in the upliftment of this workshop and garages.
Didam also mentioned about India is a very price-sensitive market, which is true. And we also understand MAHLE has amazing engineering capabilities, a resilient supply chain network. But many a times the global player doesn't exactly apply for the India market. It needs to be localized. So what are you doing to localize this for the India market?
So all our strategies, what we do locally, So whether it's a product strategy, pricing strategy, channel strategy, logistic distribution strategy, it's based on country-specific measures. It's not necessarily that if you're doing something else yes, what we do, the best practices which are being done somewhere in Europe or any corner of the globe within the MAHLE family. So we try to pick up those good things from there and try to implicate whatever is relevant to the Indian specific market. Otherwise, all our strategies are based on our customer requirements and how our customer wants.
Actually, this is very true. And there will be always a global backup, a global support to provide certain templates and certain, processes. However, at the end of the day, we are very clear that each region is unique. And we need to find really regional and local solutions to every challenge that we are going through. So this is for sure. And in terms of that, as Mr. Arijit mentioned, we already localized all our production for all the segments, all the product groups. And there are even further localization in that manner. And also our supply chain, our commercial team, our marketing team, pricing team, they are all local because we need to understand the local requirements, local needs, and we need to act also very quick. Yeah, very quick, very fast, because this market is also very agile market. The things are moving quite dynamic way. So that's why being a local and strengthening India, MAHLE already decided to make India as a separate region. So we already made this shift more than 1 year ago because we understand that India market is going to be play an even more important role in the future for MAHLE as well. That's why we want to make this a very strong region and everything will be more and more localized.
So which customer or market signals are most reshaping MAHLE's aftermarket strategy today in India?
I would say in India, if you say the disposable income, with the growth in economy, the disposable incomes are increasing. The consumer mindset is also changing. Earlier, we were an extremely price-sensitive market, wherein pricing is the predominant factor to make any buying decisions. But now those behaviors are changing. People are becoming more aware and they want to have quality products. It's not that, so they're willing to pay more but they want a quality product also. So we have India is such a huge market that we have all kind of customers who strictly wants only prices, but there are some people who are willing to pay the price and high quality product. That is where, MAHLE, a company like MAHLE fits in very importantly. Having said that, we are providing them at MAHLE, we are providing them a high quality product, but considering the nature of the market, local market, we have to be extremely competitive. So we are trying to strike a very good balance between fulfilling customer need by providing good quality product at a competitive price.
So as MAHLE moves beyond individual components, how is your aftermarket value proposition evolving toward systems, integrated solutions, digital diagnostics, or lifecycle support?
I can also explain from a global perspective, first of all. So MAHLE's strategy stands on 3 pillars, actually. The first pillar is the sustainable internal combustion engine. And the second pillar is the thermal management. And when you are talking about this integrated things rather than being a part supplier, thermal management is exactly a very good example because under the thermal management, we are offering not only the products, but the complete thermal management solutions and programs to our OE customers as well as aftermarket customers, which means the customers can address any thermal management related problems with MAHLE more efficiently and more proactively. And then it goes also to the third strategic pillar, which is the electrification. And under electrification, as we know, there will be more and more connected things necessary for the vehicles, especially thinking about electronic control units, as well as this diagnostic, in where also MAHLE as aftermarket exists with this workshop equipment and diagnostics that we can support the vehicle owners as well as workshops, mechanics, and all the channel partners.
As Mrs. rightly said, this is the global thing, and this kind of trends will come into the India as well.
Counterfeit parts or a big crop. How does, what are you doing? I mean, are you enabling technology, using technology to tackle the challenge? Do you have internal processes that is kind of helping address the challenge at MAHLE, specifically for the Indian market?
Yes, I would say we have been fortunate enough that it's not impacting us in a big manner. But having said, we as a brand, we have to protect ourselves and take certain measures, wherein we can address this thing. For example, in our stickers, we try to use holographic stickers and there we use certain technology advancements which cannot be easily copied by the other people in the market. So that is to create the differentiation between and safeguard our brand from that perspective.
So from your vantage point as a global tier 1 supplier, where do you see the strongest opportunity for industry-led collaboration or policy-enabled intervention to unlock the next phase of sustainable aftermarket growth in India?
More, I would say, from policy deployments. See, if we see the Indian market and the dynamics in the Indian business spheres, in the past 7-8 years, a lot of things have changed. Demonetization, GST introduction, of late GST rationalization. All these steps taken by the government are going to facilitate business for the more organized players. So all the historical, this is making streamlining the labor reforms or the taxation structures, etc. These are things are going to make the business easy in India and facilitate the business for, I would say, the branded companies. It will be more advantageous for the companies like MAHLE. So we definitely see all these changes which government is doing from regulatory perspective will definitely help us, the organized sector more, and the business of the unorganized sector and spurious, counterfeit, etc. if we see has reduced considerably in the past 4 to 5 years in India in the aftermarket space.
How do partnerships, whether with distributors, workshops, digital platforms, or OEM-linked ecosystems, or local manufacturing partners, how does that fit into your aftermarket growth stance?
Yes, of course, it is well fit. First of all, we want to understand the market requirements, as we said, and we want to give the best service to all the channel partners across the board, pan-India base. And from that perspective, I must also say that the recent developments that we see in terms of the free trade agreement between European Union and India will also help India market to increase the domestic, consumption, and also to be a possibility, an export hub, to make the India a possible export hub for the rest of the world, So these things we need to balance and find the correct way in the next years,
Yeah. And I think it's a good point. I was looking at statistics this morning, and they said by 2035, that there are going to be about 113 million vehicles on road in the Indian market. And I think everything that we said is going to help MAHLE create the platform to unlock that opportunity when you have this many vehicles. And also the point you mentioned, the average age of a vehicle today is 7 years, which also means in 5-year horizon, you will fully unlock.
There will be an increase for the aftermarket demand.
Absolutely. You're, as rightly said, going in the next 4 to 5 years, we are seeing this VIO pool increasing for the aftermarket space across segments. Whether it is two-wheeler also is going to expand, and IC base for the passenger car segment is also going to expand. Now, I would just like to touch upon one more point. Right now we are, you must have seen, we are exhibiting full stack of our portfolio across filtration, thermal, powertrain, and workshop solution. But going forward in the next 5 years in India, we are going to provide more product categories across various portfolios to our customers.
Yeah, I was going to ask you the question because it's a huge market. Are you also looking at inorganic growth in India? That was going to be my question. Maybe you don't have to answer that now, but seems like you have a strategy to go beyond the existing product categories for the current market?
Either organic or inorganic, it's going to happen. So this is the main message from our side, because we also see that MAHLE brand is very well accepted in the independent aftermarket, and we know that also the WDs, distributors, let's say wholesalers, retailers, mechanics, they want to also reduce the complexity, right, in their purchasing and buying behavior. And as we said, there will be also a certain consolidation in the market, because at the moment it's too fragmented. There will be more consolidation, and which means there will be a demand for different product groups under MAHLE brand. And we will use that opportunity, because it will also provide us to offer something more than what we have as of today. So it will be definitely a very good lever in terms of boosting our business, sales in India aftermarket.
And MAHLE in India, we have a very strong distribution network. We have more than 800 touch points across two-wheeler, passenger bike, and HT industry. So brand is very strong, channel partners are strong, portfolio is good. So we are just trying to leverage more the brand value by introducing more solutions into this full basket. So we want to expand our offering to our channel partners.
So I'll come through with this question. How do you see AI impact your business? You think it's too early, or is MAHLE already integrating AI, maybe the engineering level, maybe at distribution level, or maybe for demand forecasting for whatever reason? I mean, do you see that impacting MAHLE's business?
Yes, definitely. MAHLE is part of this journey. We are just in the beginning of that journey, I must say. There will be definitely many things happening. But at the moment, I can confirm that in the research and development activities, new product offerings, as well as in optimizing our supply chain management or warehouses even, we are actively using AI. And we will continue to do so, because this is the future. We know it. Yeah. And for India,
yes,
also
yes, out here also. For the now, AI we are having a lot of dashboards, management systems, etc. All those are AI-driven tools which we intend to provide to our distribution going forwards, so as to enhance our communications with them. So AI is something which we cannot stay away with. It will touch our lives in some or the other manner.
Sure. And again, thank you for this time, and I'll wish you all the best.